Well, hello. Hello, thank you next. Hello, perplexed. Let's see who if anybody comes in because we do have a show going on around the way. Congratulations on your last radiation, perplexed. Thank you next. Looking really forward to you know what? Hello, Daniel Barry. I hope you're not the same Daniel that was just in One Wins, are you? Because I don't think I like that guy or whatever. You've been in here before, though, Daniel. Hello, Crystal Langford. Hello, Zero Filtered or Zero Jules. I always want to do that. Hello, Junebug. Jamie Lynn. I don't believe I've talked to you guys since, well, I talked to you guys after my brother passed. He passed on the 23rd of April. But, I don't think I've talked to you since then. Hey, Lurker. Hey, cat with meow. It's good to see you. So, obviously, we had the funeral. Morning still suck balls. Last night I was looking for an extension cord because my charger cord is too short. Hey, Bolo. I've been okay. Uh, and I remember that I had loaned one to Boog. Hello, Freeside. Um, Christie A. But I remember Boog. My brother had asked for one. So I gave him the one that I had used. So I'm in his room yesterday, and for the most part, the room is cleaned out. But it still has his smell. Not a bad smell, but his scent. Hey, Jane the Teach. You know how comforting it was to go into that room and smell his scent? Like I said, not a bad smell, but just his smell. I think we all have our, own smells. It was just so comforting. I mean, I can open the door right now and go in there and smell. I hope it never leaves that room. Yes. And I came out and I told my other brother, Mike, I was like, Boog's room still smells like him. He goes, I know. I was in there the other day. You're right. It does. And he goes, I'll clean that carpet and everything. I was like, no, 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 leave it fine. It's fine. Thank you, Game Vibes 420. Hey, 420. I didn't realize that was you. But I don't want it to smell any different. It is weird, isn't it, Zero? See, my mom used to use this really cheap, stinky perfume. They've quit making it, but I still have a bottle of it. It's covered in dust, I'm sure. But sometimes I have to spray that perfume. Just, you know, because my mom's been gone a long time. My mom's been gone, we're going on 30 years soon. Hey, PF. So, yeah, the mornings still suck. Um, you know, we had a customized casket. He was a big Indiana University fan. Basketball. Well, yeah, basketball. We usually suck at football, but so he was in a crimson colored casket that had IU embedded in it. And I held it together pretty much through the service until they played the song He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. And then I got to be honest with you, I lost it. Okay. The other songs, I held it together. But when they played that song, I freaking lost it. That was my song. That was the song I sang to him. It just, you all know how it is. You've all lost somebody you love. But that was my song, you know. That was the song when I was having a bad morning and he was still alive. I would go out with my headphones out on the back porch and blast it as loud as I could take it. And it made me feel better because he wasn't heavy. He was my brother. So, but that kind of brings me to something else. I haven't talked to none of you guys in a while. So, okay, you all know the idea that Kiki came up with about sending the stuffed animals to Jonice's kids with the recording in it of her saying how much, I don't know, I love you so much or something like that, which I think is a beautiful idea, even though two other people also did it, sent it to. But I think it's a beautiful idea. So Makeup Mobster's talking about it, and she thinks it's creepy. Hey, Angel. Wow, I don't think I've seen you in a while. But she makes it clear that she thinks it's creepy, that's creepy. I don't see anything creepy about that. I think it was a great idea. I don't care who come up with it, which I'm going to give Kiki the credit. She came up with it, but I don't see anything creepy about that whatsoever. But Makeup Mobster had to put in her opinion. And then Nikki Lee, Gretchen the Great, pulled her ass out of the woodwork and she had to comment on it and say how creepy it was. But then I see where Makeup Mobster makes an anklet bracelet with her mother's ashes in it. What the fuck? See, I don't have my mom recorded. In order for me to hear my mom's voice, I had to get it transferred from VHS tape to DVD, and I have to put it into a computer or a DVD player to listen to my mom's voice. I don't ever want to forget those things. Thank you, Angel. Well, he passed, Angel. I mean, but thank you. Uh, I don't want to forget those things, but I would never, say to Makeup Mobster, well, I think it's creepy you're wearing your mom's ashes around your ankle and dog fur in people's necklaces. It just rubbed me the wrong way. But a lot of things have rubbed me the wrong way lately. But I have started watching the Young Sheldon series, so it's kind of like cheering me up a bit. That was very judgy, I think, Christy A. But it was her opinion. She thought it was creepy. I think it's a great idea. I don't ever want to forget my mama's voice. Ever. So this losing this brother was, I lost my older brother back in 1998. He was 41 years old. And, we were still in our 20s and 30s and raising our kids. And yeah, it hurt. It hurt like hell because he was like my partner in crime. But this felt different. This made me and my other siblings face our own mortalities because, now we're in our 50s and 60s. So losing Boog just almost 2 months ago, you all. He died on the 23rd day of April, May, June. So in a couple weeks, it'll be 2 months. But this felt different. This was like facing our own mortality. It's it's different. It's different. When he got sick and he came here, we got a whiteboard calendar and it's on the refrigerator, and we would write all of his appointments, and he was a fanatic about making sure all of his appointments was written on that damn calendar. And just every once in a while I'll go by and write, I miss you. All of his appointments are erased off of it. Hey, Boston Bridget. Thank you. Right. That's how I feel, Christy. I don't know why Makeup Mobster felt the need to judge us on that. But, if putting someone's ashes in a piece of jewelry makes her feel better, go, girl. Do your thing. If it makes you feel closer to your mama, do it. But whatever. Just one of the things that's gotten on my nerves lately. And then Randy. Okay, so we've all come to the conclusion, I'm sure, if you've listened to Republican Ash lately, that she's a bigoted fuckstick. Okay, I don't know how else to put it. She's a bigot fuckstick. I'm not gonna even attempt to try to be as nice as Wendy was to her, or is being to her, or whatever. I was really good friends with Republican Ash. Um, she knew a lot about my life, and I knew a lot about hers, which she had to throw mine out there on her live stream yesterday about my mental health, but whatever. I've never hidden the fact that I'm crazy. Um, but lately, Ash has been preaching repeatedly that if you're gay, you're going to hell. And she doesn't care who, you know. Well, that was the end of our friendship because I have a sister who's gay, who's married to a beautiful woman. And when Ash jumped on this, this Jesus freak train, and she expressed her opinion, that's when I had to say, okay, you know, I can accept your opinion, but you're not even allowing me to accept my sister. So, I couldn't do it anymore. So we're not friends anymore. Right, Bridget. But lately she's really been preaching that the the whole LBGQT, the whole all them letters. I don't even know all them letters. But they're all going to hell. And it's really offensive to people. So I hear Wendy and Randy over there trying to reason with her. Hello, sweet pea. And I was going to give them credit because they had not called her a bigoted fuckstick yet, like I would have, And just as I was getting ready to give them credit, we had a poor Randy moment. We had to stop the whole lesson that they were trying to teach Republican Ash about how her words are right, right, PF. Agreed, Zero. But we had to stop the whole lesson that they were trying to teach Republican Ash about how harmful words can be so that we could have a poor Randy moment. Okay? Let's bow our heads because we're getting ready to have a poor Randy moment. Okay? Everybody ready? And here I was just getting ready to give him credit for being so patient with Ash. When Randy busts into the conversation and says, well, I had a creator make a community post about my children, and it hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt me to the bones. It makes me sad. That creator is me. Okay? That would be me. And what I repeated about her child, who is an adult, was something that she told on a live stream. So she comes into my comment section because she doesn't like. Now, see, I can't go to her comment section because I'm blocked. But she comes into Randy. Now we're talking about Randy here. She comes into my comment section because I'm calling bullshit on. Hey, Daria. I'm calling bullshit on the whole Randy feels bad for this woman and this lady that she's went. I call it fishing for freaks. Okay. She went and sought out this family and she drug them for filth. And then the man says he's going to strike her. Is it disrespectful to discuss your child's sexuality with the public? I personally think that's up to your child to discuss. I don't know. That would be, I don't know. I guess that would depend on how your child felt about it. But so I say in my community post, well, Randy, are your family dynamics perfect? What have you solved? You're not out to help these people. They're your content. And she comes in there and she goes, I've done a lot. You don't know what I've done, Tracy. Well, please show me. But basically, I said, is your family dynamics perfect? Or would you have a problem with somebody digging into them? And then I went on to talk about the fact that she mentioned on a live stream that her child, an adult, was living in a camper while waiting for their home to be built on her property. That's the horrible thing I said that made Randy sad. But when my kid, who's an adult, got drugged for filth by another creator on here, do you know what Randy did for me? She promoted her. She continued to promote her. If Randy was just to come out and say, all right, people, I don't really give a shit about this family. I'm just using them for content. Okay, whatever. But don't come out here and act like you give a fuck if you're not doing something to help rectify the situation. That was my only point. But while my kid's getting drugged for filth by Natasha, Randy keeps promoting her. And one wind tells me, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. So I kind of fed it back to him. And that led to yesterday in Republican Ashes, a troll who's saying disgusting things come sideways at Mo33. And months ago, Randy fucked over Mo33. Hey, Irish. So when Randy came in to defend Mo33, should I have kept my mouth shut? Yeah, I should have. But I didn't. And I said, oh, shut up, Randy. You fucking took Mo33 and handed her over to Natasha. Stop it. Which led to the 20-minute Poor Randy segment while they're trying to get through to Republican Ash about how hurtful her words are. We literally had to stop. Hello, Kimmy P, and have a poor Randy moment right in the middle of it, because no live is complete without a poor Randy moment. But I hurt her by my community post. Now I came back and read my comments, and she says, "This hurts me." So what did I do? I edited my community post. Right, Alex V. I edited my community post. I still want to see where she's helped this family that she claims. Hello, Debbie Doll. Yeah, we know you're a big Randy fan. We get it. We got it. But I still want to see how she's helped this family and not just used them for content. But either way. So I should have kept my mouth shut. I did not. I jumped in and said, "Oh, shut up, Randy. You handed MO33 right over to fucking Natasha. Stop it." Which led to me adjusting my community post. Hello, Tatum. Nice to see you, Sweet Pea. But she forgets the things she's done that should really, truly doesn't even compare. All I said was, "Is your family dynamics perfect?" Because put a one in a chat if your family dynamics are perfect, because I don't believe anybody's are. Well, I'm getting kind of wrapped up in young Sheldon, so maybe theirs. I love their family dynamics. But when my kid's getting drugged for Phil, she's promoting the bitch that's doing it. Then she goes out of her way to come between me and Tawanda, who go way back, and then lies her ass off on Granny's Watching's panel and said she must have misunderstood Tawanda's text. There was no way to misunderstand Tawanda's text. Tawanda never used the word bad friend. Randy did. Tawanda never used the word betrayal. Randy did. So slow your row there, poor Randy, because I made you sad for repeating something that you said. Then I go back and adjust it so you won't be sad, but you have yet to own what you have done. Get the fuck out of here. One Win would have done a much better job dealing with Republican Ash without Randy. I'm just going to say it. I don't care. If I want, I mean, Randy knows I don't care. I say what I want to say. I'm not afraid. I don't go under troll accounts, or I don't have anything like that. I'm not allowed to say anything in her chat because, well, I'm blocked. But whatever. I was really shocked to see that Randy even came into my comment section. I really was, but I'm not going to block her. She has the right to tell me that my community post made her sad. I think it's bullshit. But just to make her happy, I edited it. I took out the part that made her sad. Think she's ever told the truth about what she did to me and Tawanda? No. Nope. Still poor Randy. Still poor Randy. Let's see, what else has been going on? I'm about done talking about that fuck stick as well. Um, I think Maggie might have a urinary tract infection, but squirrel. Randy is a straight shooter. She has heart and integrity. Debbie, are are you missing their live stream over there? Why are you not over there supporting her? And Randy said to Ash, "This is your time to be honest." Look, I'm sure you do, Debbie. I'm sure you do. Hello, Natty Yachty. Um, Here's the thing. I tried talking to Ash when we were still friends, and I got nowhere. So I knew what this panel was going to be about. Actually, I thought Diane was going to go live about it, but then Wendy whipped one up real quick before Diane could. Whatever. Anybody that's going to try to go head to head with Republican Ash, you're going to bruise your brain. It's just the way it is. It, she's never ever. It's it's never going to work. But I was willing to give him credit for trying until Randy had to make it about her for 20 minutes, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm leaving." Yes, you will bruise your brain trying to talk to Republican Ash. Republican Ash believes with all of her heart that she is speaking the Lord's words, God's words. I mean, if you ask Ash, she's like second in command. God's in charge, and then there's Ash. Yeah, I know what you're saying, PF. I know. Trust me. I was real friends with Republican Ash, like behind the scenes. We talked. I mean, she knew my number. I don't think I knew her number because it always came up private, but I might know it. I don't know. I don't remember. I had to block her because it hurt my heart so bad that insert weird doll pic. Okay, Kimmy, I never know what you're talking about, but I'm going to let you run with that. Hey, Sarah. But it hurt my heart so bad that she felt that way about my sister that I was like, okay, it's probably best if we're just not friends anymore because I love my sister. I don't believe my sister is going to hell. Um, Ash and I do not believe in the same God. I'm telling you. I broke up. No, I don't really have a Discord link, Miss Mandy. Let me go back in and get closer to the router. The good thing about having shitty audio though is people won't replay your stream normally. That's the best thing about having shitty audio. But I mean, I left our friendship. I mean, me and Ash were friends. I mean, we talked. She would ask me to send her pictures of the supper that I cooked, or whatever. And then all of a sudden one day she got on her her holy roller skates and just zoomed right over my fucking heart when talking about my sister who is married to a woman, because I love these two women. I love my sister and I love my sister-in-law. And I want to see them when my day comes. If I'm lucky enough to get into the good spot, I want to see them again. So for her to make it out like I'm not, I couldn't take it. It was just best that me and Republican Ash parted ways. Now, I did go in yesterday and I did kind of troll Republican Ash. I mean, I was under my own name, but I knew anything I said was not going to get through to her. Just like I know anything One Wind and Randy are saying right now is not going to sink in. Hey, Steph, you liberal. I mean, when it comes right down to it, I mean, you've got Laura. Okay, I'm going to use Laura for an example. Ash goes into Laura's stream. Laura's an atheist. Laura claims she doesn't believe in God. I don't believe her. I think she does. But whatever. Not my business. I don't have to answer for anybody's sins other than my own. And trust me, I'm going to have a lot of answering to do. I know, I laughed my ass off stuff when you got called a liberal. But like I said, I was just, Sam, enough. Enough. I was just getting ready to give One Win and Randy credit. I was looking for the perfect thumbnail to put on my community post when Randy was like, well, you know what a creator did to me? She hurt my feelings. She talked about my children. No, bitch, I did not. I did not talk about your children. But because it hurt you, I went and edited it. Edited it. Edited it. Okay, I better not try to say that again. But I fixed it because it hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But when you tried to destroy me and Tawanda, did you apologize? Nope, you lied your dick off. You just lied, let the lies just flow right off that tongue, Randy. I know it didn't hurt her feelings, Janie. She had to have a poor Randy moment. A day is not complete without a poor Randy moment. They don't care that they're, well, I'm not even going to say they, because I'm going to give One Win credit. I don't like her. I think she's a condescending cunt. But I'm going to give her credit for the fact that she was very patient with Republican Ash. Um, Much more patient than I could have been. Um, Randy butting in occasionally, throwing in. I mean, let's face it, it's obvious that One Win has read the Bible. Okay? I mean, the woman has read the Bible. She can quote the Bible. Randy, on the other hand, I'm not so sure Randy has read the Bible. Randy probably went to Sunday school every Sunday, but I'm not so sure she can quote the Bible. But it lost all of its steam when they took it off of Ash and took it to me because I hurt Randy's feelings. The whole live just lost steam. Right down the drain. Steph. Hey, Captain Avi. Someone should ask Ash why everyone needs a label. I'm okay, Captain Obvious. I'm going to nominate you to do that because I'm telling you, your brain is going to bleed if you ask her that, because she's going to say that you misquoted her when you hadn't even quoted her. All you did was ask her a question. She's going to say you didn't. She is trying to preach about the gay lifestyle. I used the word heterosexual yesterday, and she thought I was calling her a name. She had no idea what heterosexual meant. But she can tell a gay woman or a gay man they're going to hell. She doesn't even know she's heterosexual. She thought I was calling her a name. It just can't be done. Which is exactly why I just had to leave Ash and say, okay, we can't be friends because we do not see eye to eye on anything. I never realized how different me and Ash were until, like I said, she put on her holy rollerblades and started skating around the tubes preaching. And I thought, I don't know who this woman is. There's no fixing her. You're not going to get through to her. All I can say is she's going to have to answer to the big man come her time, in my opinion, in my belief. I wanted to ask her because, we grew up Southern Baptist. Okay. I mean, hell and brimstone and the whole deal. My mom didn't go to church. My dad didn't go to church. But for a couple of years there, we got bribed with Tootsie Rolls to get on a bus and go to a Baptist church. I caught on real quick that I didn't like what the man was saying to me. You know, I was going to hell for having any fun at all. And I was like 7. So I told my mom, I'm not going back. That man is scary. He hollers and screams and bangs on this podium and yelling at us, telling us we're all going to hell, Mom. I'm 7. What could I possibly go to hell for? So I just nipped it in the bud right there. Nipped it. Nipped it. I had a point. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, okay. So part of the preachings was the unforgivable sin was, well, one of the unforgivable sins was to take your own life. Now, this is a true story. This is what we were taught as children in our Baptist church. That one of the unforgivable sins is to take your own life. Well, 3 years ago, May 10th, my nephew took his own life. My brother, who just passed away, his only son. And my brother was so afraid that his son was not going to be in heaven waiting for him that it broke my fucking heart. My brother was so afraid that his son was not going to be there when he got there. I don't know that my brother ever accepted the fact that his son didn't go to hell. Not as far as I'm concerned. His son didn't go to hell. Not my nephew. I knew my nephew's heart. And when it comes right down to it, isn't that what it's really all about, guys? Is your heart? Just being a decent person. Isn't that what it's really all about? See, Captain Obvious? It broke my heart to see my brother when he got told that he was dying, that, he had 6 months max. And to watch him worry, not about the fact that he was dying, but worry, all the worrying he had done for almost 3 years, and then had to face his own mortality and worry whether he was going to see his son again. That hurts my heart. And the higher power that I choose to call God is a forgiving God. And if you're in the mindset to hurt yourself, first, I would pray that you would seek help. Secondly, I would pray that God would know that you were not in your right frame of mind. So, again, there is so much I could go on and on and on about. But in my opinion, religion is really simple. Keep it simple, folks. It's like AA, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous. Okay? Keep it simple. Take what you need and leave the rest. You are a stranger here but once. It's simple. Have a good heart. And if you do something that makes your heart hurt, apologize, ask to be forgiven, and mean it, and move on. That's religion in my book. All manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, but the blasphemy against the Holy Ghost shall not be forgiven unto men. I don't ever hear anybody, Cosmic, talking bad about the Holy Ghost. I never hear anybody trashing the Holy Ghost. And I ain't trying to be funny here. I mean, you hear people cuss God all the time. But isn't it your Father, your Son, the Holy Ghost? See, I don't know. We'll have to talk about that, Cosmic. We'll have to talk privately about that. I mean, I just never hear anybody cuss the Holy Ghost. Oh, they're all one. Oh, oh. Well, then I guess people do cuss the Holy Ghost, because I've cussed God before. I'm not going to lie. I cussed God when my mother died. He forgave me as soon as I asked him. I don't know. I just think religion is simple. I don't think it has to be this difficult. It's not my business nor my place to judge anybody. And we all judge. I mean, come on. It's part of being human, especially here on YouTube. But I'm never going to judge somebody's salvation. might judge your words. I might judge your actions. Hell, I might even judge your outfit, your hairdo. I don't know. I'm probably never going to judge your salvation. Probably never going to do that. But again, talking to Ash is like talking to a fucking earthworm. You cannot, it's not going to get, she's right. She doesn't care what you have to say. She's right. She's always right. She went, how many times have you heard Republican Ash apologize for anything? Because the one thing she'll do to you is, well, I wasn't saying that to you. I was just saying in general. Well, you can't make her understand that we are in general. That's who we are. We're the in general. And when you can't get past that, then well, you're up against a brick wall. But I will give one win credit for trying. Randy, I would have gave you credit until you had to bust it up and make it about poor Randy. Now, I still want to see that proof of that, how you helped that family, that you went out and sought, that you went to them to drag. And then because the man got pissy and either said he was going to strike your channel or actually struck your channel, then you went over on to Rumble to whine and cry about the man striking your channel. But you seeked the freaks. And you're just not honest enough, Randy, to just admit that you're using it for content. That's all you have to do. Instead, you want to come into my comment section and tell me the great stuff that you've done. Well, put it out there. Show us. Show us what Randy has done to help this family. Because I'll definitely give you credit if you've done something to help this family. But if you haven't and you don't have anything to put out, then just say it. I'm using them for content. It's a little dried up around the drama community. I mean, when Republican Ash is the star of the drama community, let's face it, it's a little dry. When that's the best we've got to go in and troll her chat. And like I said, I trolled under my own name. I don't have an alt account. But when that's all we got, it's a little dried up. So just admit it, Randy. They're your fucking content. And the man got tired of you talking about him and his family. And he either did or said he was going to strike your channel. I don't see what the big deal is about that. I don't get it. I probably wouldn't have created a whole Rumble account. That's what I said, PF. How about just leave them alone? Because unless you're honestly concerned, which means you're honestly going to do something to help them, like reach out and get the mother and the daughter or whatever out of there if you think they're being abused. But if you're just going to put them on a screen and poke fun at them, how is that helping? I don't get it. Just be honest. It's fucking content. That's what I'm using you for right now, Randy, is content. Well, and the fact you said that you helped these people, and I want you to prove it. That too. I don't know. I would just have so much more respect for Randy if, the icing on the cake for me and Randy was the whole Tawanda situation. And I really, really saw who Randy was. And I'm sorry. I don't know that I can ever let that go. I don't have to talk about it every day, but I don't think that I can ever trust Randy again. The whole thing with Jamie and denying that Shannon ever said those words, and Randy in one win saying it was proven Shannon never said that. And then I can pull up the live stream where Shannon admits to fucking saying it. It's that kind of thing that makes me feel like Irish twin. There's this family that Randy doesn't know from Adam's fucking house cat that she starts watching on Facebook or something. And then she comes over here and makes them their content. Well, the man of the family gets a burr in his ass and decides to strike her or threatens to. I don't know which one he did. And Randy goes over to Rumble last night because, JJJ, Jenny Jen, helped her with Rumble, which my feelings about Jenny Jen have never changed. She just weak bitch. And I mean, I ain't just talking about grabbing your yogurt. Jenny Jen only, when one of her friends get caught doing something, when they get caught with their hand in the cookie jar, oh, Jenny just zips it. But when Bombshell or somebody gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar, oh, hell. But Jenny knows how I feel about her. That's no secret. I mean, that's just the way it is. Vinny G, Hondo, all of them. We don't stand for this. We don't tolerate this over here in the mob squad. But then when one of their friends get caught doing some dirty shit, they just zip it. But let it be somebody like Michelle Sabate, who's like, I don't know, got a screw loose, or Bombshell. Then we don't hear the end of it. I don't watch her anymore either, I lurker. But I did go over to see what she had to say about all this shit that Paige brought out about Flava. And I thought, well, I'm going to go see what Jenny has to say about it. Just curiosity. Nothing. Zip it. Nothing. Quiet, people. Quiet on this set. Oh, yeah, PF. Yes. You should have heard Randy last night explaining to this dude, his name is Richard, I think, about striking her. And she's like, we don't do that. We don't do that. The drama community doesn't do that. Guess what, Randy? He's not in the drama community. You went and found him. I couldn't believe it. Well, yes, I could. But like I said, I've kind of been a little stabby today, anyways. I was stabby about a lot of stuff this morning, and I can't even remember half of it. I'm sure the people that I complain to will text me soon and say, remember, you were stabby about this. But have you all seen this show, Young Sheldon? I'm like hooked on it. My whole family for months has been talking about Young Sheldon, Young Sheldon, Young Sheldon. And I never was a big fan of the Big Bang Theory. I mean, I watched it sometimes, but it wasn't like, I could, I had to hurry up and get home to watch it. But it is really, really cute. It's cute. It's lighthearted. It's a cute little series, and I'm kind of hooked now. I've actually caught myself talking like young Sheldon. Mm-hmm. Texted my brother earlier and said, "Are you going to grace us with your handsome face before you go to X?" And he texted me back and said, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I was just curious if you was coming home before you went out to so and so's." Right, PF? Isn't it cool? See, I wish I would have started watching it sooner because I'm all these seasons behind. Like I'm only on season 2. And don't tell me, because I already know that I think I know that his dad passes away, but don't tell me. Because I overheard my family talking the other day about how sad the finale was. Don't tell me, PF. Some people are special and shouldn't be toyed with. I don't think that's right. I haven't even barely watched chat. Well, I have to get through Young Sheldon first, PF. But I'm going to screenshot that just in case. Because another show that I've heard Laura talk about and somebody else talk about, um, that it was really good. Oh, hell. I know Laura done left because, Laura, are you still in here? I know the stream ain't about you, but are you still in here? I don't remember what she said it was. Oh, oh, no, it wasn't. The juror? No, it wasn't the juror. What was it? I don't know. The judge? No, it wasn't the judge. I don't know. I don't know. So I've reached my 1 hour mark, even though I haven't talked to y'all in a month or more. I've reached about my 1 hour mark. I've had about all the fun I can take. But I did want to congratulate Randy for basically fucking up the whole live stream, the whole point behind the live stream, so she could have her poor Randy moment when all she had to do was get in touch with me and say, "Your community post hurt my feelings." Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, thank you. You're not the only one that told me about that one. But I fixed it, Randy, so your Fifi should be all better now. Even though the only thing I said was something you said on a live stream. So for you to say, "And I know where you heard that rumor," obviously you don't, because I heard it from you. It's really good. And guys, if Republican Ash has hurt any of your all's feelings, just chalk it up to it's Republican Ash. Like I said, it's like trying to educate a fucking earthworm. You can't do it. It just can't happen. And with that, I'm gonna go and I'll probably commit a sin before I go to bed, but I always say my prayers. I probably committed a sin right here in this live stream. I don't know. Did I put a 1 in the chat if I sinned? Hey, Blackhearted. Nice to see you. My daughter brought me chocolate chip cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Well, Laura, now you know one win will probably make um merch out of that. You know, the last cheesecake scandal you were involved in. One, thank you, Cosmic, for keeping me on the straight and narrow and not leading the blind off the road. Whatever one win was talking about. I gotta be honest with you. I've got a Bible for dummies because I can't understand the real Bible, and I consider myself an average intelligent person, but I kind of like the Bible for dummies. It makes more sense to me. So, but yes, congratulations. Laura has finished her radiation, and she's gonna get to get on with her life now. And if you're struggling out there, just remember the sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow. Never mind. I don't know the words to that. And I can't sing. But it's been fun talking to you guys. I miss you all. And well, I'm glad that you understand the Bible. I don't. The thou shall, he cometh, he goeth. I need just the regular old. He came in the room and said this, and this is what happened, and then he left the room. That's what I need. And I have that. I asked for a Bible for dummies for Christmas, and I got one. Santa brought it, Republican Ash. All right, now I'm pushing it. Oh no, Laura. Don't even say that. Shame on you. I love Dayton more than that. Stop it. You should be ashamed, Laura. Go go apologize somewhere. Either way, y'all have a good time. Good night. Take care. Be nice to each other. That's really all it really matters. And if you are shitty with somebody, be honest and say, hey, that was pretty shitty. And I'm sorry, Randy, that my community post hurt your feelings. I just wanted to be stabby. I didn't want to actually hurt your feelings. So, and I'm not being condescending, I'm being honest. I just repeated something you said, but I'm sorry. There. Now, show me proof where you've helped this family and everything should be kosher. Guys, I'll see you around the tubes. Take care.